Hello friends, today we will discuss one more topic of Vex King book facing family. You can outgrow clothes, hobbies, jobs, friends, and even family members. We evolve past things that don't contribute to our joy and well-being. Just because they are your family, it doesn't mean they have the best intentions for you. Many of us are taught that there's nothing more important than family. But biological relationships don't always equal supportive close relationships. Friends can be more like family than family itself. We should not conceal the fact that sometimes it's our own family members who are the most toxic people in our lives. Ending these relationships can be the best heartbreaking because let's face it, these people often mean the most to us even if they do continuously put us down. It's hard to justify ending a relationship with your parents, for example, if they have done a lot for you throughout your life. Sometimes you don't have to. You simply need to communicate and tell them how you feel. You will be surprised by how many people are obvious to their toxic behaviors towards others. When they find out that they are actually hurting you, they may very well change their ways. We can also try to understand their intentions. Most of our loved ones do genuinely have good intentions for us. They want to see us happy, successful, and prosperous, but they can be misled or limited in their view, which sometimes comes across as being negative. A friend had an exciting idea about an online business he wanted to pursue and looked for his parents' approval. To his dismay, their reaction was not quite what he had hoped for. They ridiculed his idea and tried to talk him out of it. They simply could not understand how it could be profitable. Instead, they suggested that he stopped living in dreamland and focused on studying and getting the grades he needed to go to the university. He felt that his belief in his brilliant idea was dampened by their skepticism. This was not the first time either. He felt as though his parents were always knocking his aspirations, and as a result, he perceived them as being negative towards him. He didn't want to shut his parents out of his life because he loved them and lived with them. But at times he felt they did not love him. What he failed to understand was that although his parents were critical, it was not entirely their fault. Their idea about what was feasible in life and what success looked like were different from his. Their beliefs, shaped by their experiences and social conditioning, mean they had a different outlook on life. To recognize love in spite of criticism, you have to understand that everyone's perspective, including your own, is limited and subjective. We all constantly gather information from everywhere, and everything we learn has an impact on what we believe and how we think. But this depends on exactly what information we have picked up. If no one in your family has ever seen success by skipping university and starting an online business, the prospect of you doing this is completely new to them and may be rejected out of hand. People tend to fear what they can't understand, so make an effort to understand where your loved ones are coming from and what may be the root of their concern. Most people have believed the things they do for many years. You cannot expect them to drop their beliefs in an instant because how you perceive the world. If you feel that they are being held back by their belief, you can offer an alternative perspective, but you can't force your beliefs on someone else. If you want their support, you have to build their trust. This is your task as much as there. Try to open with them, talk to them, and tell them how you feel. Involve them in your plans, give them more information, and explain your alternative views. Reassure them that you have thought about what will happen if you fail. You need to minimize their fear so that they have more faith. When they have more faith, they are more likely to show the positive support that you want. My friend showed his parents an exact plan of what he wished to do, examples of success stories and even teachings by iconic figures who his family valued that supported his views. Gradually he helped them change their outlook. If you find yourself in a similar position, it's up to you to show your doubts that you are doing everything in your power to make your chosen path worthwhile. If you don't prove that you are serious about what you want to do, you can't expect others people to be serious about it either. Don't underestimate the power of leading by example. If it is the limited thinking of the people around you that makes them cold towards you, show them they could break free from this unhappy state of being. Be open minded and do your best to be warm towards them. Show them how one should behave even if being treated unfairly. Your faith and determination may and gently and gradually inspire a change in them. They might see how great you are as an individual and how rewarding it is to be like you. Sometimes simply by shifting our perspective and focusing on the positive we see in people who challenge us, we are able to feel better about our relationship with them. This is especially useful when you are living in the same house as those who dampen your spirit. This doesn't provide a full fix, but if you appreciate the good in them and create some distance until things improve, this can be a catalyst for healing. It's vital to remember that you cannot change others unless they want to change themselves. You can influence them and facilitate change, but you cannot make them change, and they will only decide to change when they have an incentive, such as a better life or a better relationship with you. If they don't identify a problem with their way of being, they would not be motivated to change. In some cases, a family member's behavior can be extreme, such as inflicting physical or emotional harm. We were not placed on this planet to suffer at the hands or words of another person, regardless of our relationship with them. And pretending someone's harmful behavior is okay is in itself harmful. If you need to cut someone's off because of continued destructive behavior, then do it with no regrets. I hope you enjoyed this topic. Thank you so much.